Hey, Corrine. I'm trying to think. You had work today, didn't you? Are you done yet, or are you still at work?
I just got done a few minutes ago, actually. So, what do you want? Is there any reason you're asking, or... You don't usually message me out of the blue like this.
What? Can't a man express concern over his own daughter? Think about it. You're still in high school, and you're about to go walking through the streets downtown alone at night.
Uh-huh. Okay, so tell me what you're really trying to talk to me about. Let me guess. You got a favor to ask of me, don't you?
Is that any way to talk to your father, young lady? Here I was trying to make sure you weren't getting beaten up by some mugger, and you go and get all snotty on me. You're gonna have to work on that little attitude of yours, and fast. You're not gonna get any boys to like you if you treat them like that.
That's nothing you need to be concerned about, Dad. Hurry up and tell me what it is you want to tell me. I'm not making any promises that I'll actually do what you want, though.
Geez, you can be such a grumpy thing sometimes. Is it that time of the month? Anyway, so you walk by a convenience store on your way home, don't you?
Yeah, and?
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind picking up a few beers for me. I had a bunch here in the refrigerator, but I drank them all already.
Oh, for the love of... You're drinking again, Dad? Both Mom and I have told you again and again that you need to stop.
What do you expect me to do, just suffer through a whole evening sober? I work my ass off all day at the office. I'm exhausted. I need to relax. You and your mom need to get off my back about this already.
We wouldn't have to be on your back if you would get it under control like we ask you. And Dad, I don't think I need to remind you about this, but I'm a minor. I can't buy you beer. It's kind of illegal.
Oh, come on. You can figure something out, can't you? Like, I don't know, go to a couple different places and hope they don't card you?
I'm not gonna break the law so you can get even drunker than you already are. Actually, come to think of it, didn't you have work today? You're done awful early.
Yeah, about that. I took the day off today.
Why?
Because when I woke up this morning, I was super hungover from last night. All I did was sit up in bed and the room started to spin, so I laid right back down and called in sick.
I wish I could say I was disappointed, but nothing you do surprises me anymore. It's like you've been on an endless downward spiral ever since you got laid off from your job. You said you were going to look for a new job as soon as possible. Whatever happened to that? How's the job search going?
What do you mean? I am working.
Yeah, a part-time job that you explicitly told us you were just gonna do until you found a decent long-term job. It's been 6 months, and you're still doing the same part-time job. So, I repeat, how is the job search going?
It's going. You can't rush these things, you know. I don't want to get stuck working at some dead-end job at a bankrupt company. Sheesh, what is it with you today anyway? I am your father, young lady. You will speak to me with the respect that I deserve. Don't forget who's the one that pays all the bills around here.
Oh boy, here we go again. Every single time you run out of excuses to make for yourself, you drag out your man-of-the-house routine. It's embarrassing to watch, so can you please knock it off? Especially considering you being a drunken loser makes Mom have to work overtime every day in order to keep us afloat. You're aware of that, right? If not, ugh!
Don't you dare talk that way to me, young lady. You don't tell me what to do. I am your father. Once you get home, we're going to have a good long talk about respect, so I hope you're ready for that.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to stay over at a friend's house tonight. Good night, Dad.
Corrine, don't you dare go to your friend's house. This conversation is not over.
Dad? Where are you? What are you doing right now?
Where I am and what I'm doing are none of your business. What do you want?
You know what I want. Did you take money out of Mom's wallet before you left the house today? Mom says there's $100 missing. She's been searching all over the house for it.
Take? Don't be ridiculous. I didn't take anything. That money is all mine in the first place. How could I take something that's already mine?
Mom was going to use that to pay the credit card bill. Why would you just take that without her permission or even simply telling her? You could have just said, "Hey, honey, I need to use that money for something," And then all of this would have been fine.
I already told you, Corrine, that is none of your business. And why are you the one talking to me about this anyway? Where's your mom? What's she doing?
Really? You're gonna stand there and pretend like Mom hasn't been texting you all morning? The only reason I'm texting you now is because you wouldn't respond to her.
What a lousy wretch that woman is. How could she get a kid to do her own dirty work? You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of her insolent attitude toward me. You tell her that until she apologizes for how she's been treating me, I ain't coming home.
And now you're making Mom out to be the bad guy? Jeez. You're the one who took her money. She needs that money. Give it back.
I've been working all the years we've been married to support her. She's never had any issues with mooching off of me for money, but now she wants to throw a hissy fit when I take some of it back? Both of you are out of your minds.
You're the one who's drunk right now. Also, don't act like this is the first time you've ever done this either. Usually it's just $20 or so, but this time, Mom just couldn't overlook it.
Everything we have is the product of my hands. I paid for everything, the house, the car, our food. There's nothing wrong with me keeping a little bit for myself every once in a while.
Look, if you don't want to give Mom back her money, then I'm coming over there right now to take it from you. Where are you?
You can come down here if you want, but you're too late. I had the day off today, so I decided to go out and have a few drinks. I already spent all that money. Ha 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 ha.
You are such a scumbag. Mom has put up with so much for your sake because she believes you can do the right thing. But I guess she was wrong about you. Don't you care about disappointing Mom at all?
She's disappointed. I'm disappointed that she refuses to shut up and do as I say. She should show more gratitude to me for all I do as the head of the family.
You really don't get it, do you? Whatever. Just don't expect Mom to put up with you forever.
You sure do like to complain about how I lead this family, huh? Well, what about you two? What have you done for our family lately?
How much time do you have? Mom has part-time jobs in the afternoon and evening, and I give Mom some of my paycheck to help with expenses too. You've got no right to question our dedication to the family. You've completely abandoned looking for work.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the house. You two have been so busy with work or whatever that you've completely stopped working around the house.
We do whatever we can when we have the time.
This is your idea of whatever you can? The house is a mess. I mean, we have two freaking women in this house and you still can't keep it clean? You can complain to me after doing my laundry.
I don't believe you. You don't work at all, outside or inside the house. And you want to tell us to do everything for you? When was the last time you washed even a single plate?
Oh boy, here we go again, blaming me for your failures. I didn't raise you to be such a lazy girl.
That's it. I'm done with you. Talking to you is so pointless. You're such an idiot.
Did you just call your own father an idiot?
Oh, silly me. I'm so sorry, Dad. Won't you please forgive me?
Yeah, you call that an apology? You apologize just as well as you take care of the house. You and your mother have been going out together pretty often lately, haven't you? If you have time to go clothes shopping or whatever, you have time to clean the house.
What, you get to go off and drink yourself to death, but we can't enjoy ourselves from time to time?
Wait a minute. What do you mean, enjoy yourselves?
I mean, just that. Have fun. You have fun at the bar, we have fun doing other stuff. So, I don't think you have any right to complain about us doing whatever we please.
Sure I do. I'm a man, you're not. A woman's place is in the home, a man's place is wherever he damn well feels like.
Right. How could I forget we're still living in the 1500s? I'll leave you alone to enjoy whatever dive bar you're in right now.
Corrine, where's my dinner?
Sorry, Dad. I didn't have time to put anything together. You can go and buy whatever you want, just get fast food or something.
What? You mean to tell me you were too busy to even throw together a simple sandwich for me? And where's your mom? I can't find her anywhere. Are the two of you together?
We went out to dinner together tonight. So don't worry about picking up anything for us. You can eat whatever you like.
What? You two went out to dinner without me? The man of the house, the person who's paying for that dinner? The laundry isn't done, the dishes aren't clean, the floors aren't swept, and you're eating out?
Wait a minute. Who do you think is paying for this dinner? And it's not just our dinner tonight. Who pays for all of the food that's in the refrigerator right now? Me and Mom do.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the breadwinner of this family. You've got some nerve to tell me that you're the ones paying for everything.
I don't believe this. You don't even know how much money you make? That's so pathetic, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. You can't support a family of 3 on $500 a month, you moron.
The amount doesn't matter. I'm still the breadwinner. You've got no right to go out on the town without me.
Oh, excuse me, I need to make a correction. $500 is just what you take home every month. Out of that, you only put $200 towards our expenses. So, you want to call yourself the breadwinner when you're only contributing $200 a month? You're insane! I make more money than you at my part-time job.
Wow, I'm just too busy with looking for a new job, that's all. You have all the time you want to work. You're still in high school.
Uh-huh. So tell me, Dad. I tried to ask you this a while back, but you never really gave me an answer. How's the job search going? Any leads? You've been looking for more than half a year now. If you like where you're working right now, that's fine, but why don't you just start working there full time? You're not so busy that you can't drink yourself stupid every other night. Why not pick up extra shifts here and there?
That's an adult matter. A kid like you could never understand. I have to deal with way more stupid bull crap than you could ever dream of, so keep your ignorant mouth shut.
No, Dad, trust me. We have to deal with way more stupid bullcrap than you. You know, Mom started working night shifts recently, right? And I'm working the maximum amount possible on all of my days off. What are you doing while Mom and I are working, Dad? Drinking, watching TV, drinking, snacking, drinking some more, and then passing out.
I have to have some way to unwind. You have no idea the stress I'm going through. If I had to stop drinking, I don't know how I'd be able to deal with it all.
You have stress? We tell you time and time again to stop taking money. We need to pay the bills, but you keep doing it. We tell you time and time again to stop getting drunk every night of the week, but you keep doing it. You don't think living with someone like you is stressful? It's downright torture.
I won't tell you again, Corinne. You will not speak to me that way. I am your father, and you are my daughter. You need to know your place.
I know exactly where my place is. It's you who doesn't seem to be conscious of your own. Take a look in the mirror sometime. Now, if you'll excuse me, I would like to go back to enjoying this pleasant dinner with Mom. Don't interrupt us anymore. Are you awake yet, Dad? Or are you still passed out from last night?
What do you want? Are you ready to apologize to me for the way you were speaking to me last night?
No. Are you regretting all the booze you drank last night to soothe the shame of getting shown up by your own daughter? You were passed out on the couch when we got home, so we left you there. Then, when we got up this morning, lo and behold, you hadn't moved an inch.
Shut up. I didn't pass out. I could hold my liquor. I could have kept going for hours if I wanted to. Now stop giving me crap about drinking.
Well, Dad, if that's what you want, so be it. I will never complain to you about your drinking ever again.
It's about time, good grief. Hey, hold on a second. Where are you? You're not in your room. Or the living room. And, hey, your mom isn't here either? Are you two off somewhere screwing around again or something?
We were intending to talk to you about this last night when we got home, but since you hadn't even woken up or even changed sleeping positions by this morning, we figured there was no point in waiting around for you. Now that I have your attention, would you like to have a bit of a conversation right now?
Conversation about what? I feel like someone's shoving a red-hot Phillips screwdriver drenched in bleach into my brain right now, so make it quick.
As you wish. Mom and I decided that we're going to move out of the house. She left a stack of divorce papers on the table, so read through them and sign them at your earliest convenience.
Huh? What are you saying? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, Dad, we are 100% serious. Look for yourselves. All of our stuff is gone, isn't it? There are some large items that we left behind. We'll come back for those later. We'd appreciate it if you could help us move them into the car when we do.
I don't believe this. What's your problem? What's your mom's problem?
Wasn't that made clear by the stack of divorce papers? Our problem is you, Dad, and we're solving it right now. We are sick and tired of having to deal with your nonsense. So, for the past several weeks, Mom's been looking all over for an apartment that we can afford. Mom told me from the beginning that as soon as she found a good place, the two of us were going to leave and never look back.
Is that what the two of you have been doing lately? Looking for an apartment?
Yep. Mom managed to find the place we're moving to today just a few days ago, and she fell in love with it right away. The gas company just came to turn the gas on, so we're waiting for the guy they sent to get that taken care of.
What do you think you're doing leaving me like this? I never gave you my permission to move into a new place.
Dad? Hello? Are you still half asleep or what? Mom's divorcing you. So she doesn't need your permission to do anything anymore. And neither do I. I'm gonna stay with Mom from now on.
You two are out of your minds. Don't you realize what you're doing? You think two women like you are going to be able to make ends meet by yourselves? Not to mention you're still in high school. How are you going to get by?
I mean, I don't see how it's gonna be that much different from the way we're getting by right now. You don't work. Me and Mom are the ones making all the money. And you always drink away any money we manage to save by the end of the month. I am sick and tired of living like this. Honestly, with you out of the house, we'll probably be in a much better financial position.
But this is all happening way too suddenly. I'm still looking for a job. I'm trying really hard over here. You're supposed to support me through this difficult time. That's what a family does.
When Mom and I were going through difficult times, did you ever do anything to support us? I'm racking my brain and I can't think of a single time. What, did you expect the whole families support one another thing to be a one-way street?
Obviously, yeah. I'm the breadwinner, aren't I?
Dad, do you even know what the word breadwinner means? You're only making around $500 a month right now. And you spend most of that money on booze. You're not the family breadwinner. You're the bread loser. Seriously, we'll be better off without you.
That's it. I'm done talking to an ignorant little child like you. I'll just have to talk to your mom directly and convince her to knock off this foolishness.
Yeah, I was sure that you'd say something like that.
What do you think you are, some kind of Nostradamus? Who else am I gonna talk to?
Obviously not me. You learned your lesson that you can't beat me the other night when we went out to dinner without you. You're gonna try to corner Mom when we come back to the house to pick up our stuff, aren't you? You know that if you can get her cornered, you can scare or threaten her into doing what you want. Am I right?
I'm her husband. Of course I could get her to do what I want.
Just like I said, I can see right through you, Dad. I already asked Uncle Jake to come by and pick up our stuff for us. You can give the signed divorce papers to him when he comes by. Oh, do you remember Mom's brother, Uncle Jake, right? He's a former MMA champion, so I would suggest you don't try any funny business with him.
Corinne, how can you be doing all of this to your own father?
It's pretty simple, actually. I don't see you as my father anymore. You wasted all the money that Mom and I worked so hard to earn. You dragged on your job search for over 6 months. You never worked, but instead spent all your time drinking and cursing us out. If you don't want a couple feminine upstarts like us around, fine. You can make do by yourself from now on.
By myself? No. You're really gonna leave me? You can't do that. You know I'm not making any money right now. What am I gonna do without you guys to support me?
I'm sorry, Dad. I thought you said you were the family breadwinner. Whatever happened to that? If you're as capable a breadwinner as you think you are, I'm sure you'll have no trouble without us. With us out of the way, you'll have so much more money to spend on booze. After that, I called my Uncle Jake and had him stop by our old house to handle my dad. Needless to say, Dad didn't put up much of a fight when Uncle Jake told him to sign the divorce papers. He carried out the few boxes of stuff we had there and brought them over to our new apartment for us. I've been making records of all the abusive things my dad has done to us over the past 6 months, including audio and video recordings. I presented them all personally during the meeting between Mom and Dad with their lawyers. Honestly, seeing the look on his face when I pushed play on the audio recordings was one of the most satisfying things I've ever experienced. We caught wind that my dad had been hanging out outside of our apartment lately, so I put on another call to Uncle Jake. I don't think we'll have to worry about Dad anymore. Mom told Uncle Jake she feels bad that he has to act as a sort of personal bodyguard to protect us from her ex-husband, but Uncle Jake told her that putting bullies like my dad in their place was the reason he got into MMA in the first place. Since we don't have to worry about Dad anymore, our next goal is to forget about him completely. Once we do that, there won't be anything keeping us from enjoying our new life together as mother and daughter.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.